Mm.
Welcome to our second part or second day in tada, Konjunktiv II.
Oh, all right.
You would have, should have, could have. Okay?
Story of our life, right?
The story of our lives. Yeah.
Yes.
So Saturday with the doctor class, we talked about this guy who had a streptococcus infection
hmm hmm
and lost
Hmm.
both legs and the use of his hands
Wow.
because he lost his extremities, the fingers.
Oh my gosh.
And the whole story talks about the mother, saving or telling the doctors, don't disconnect them from the machines. And half of the story was in Konjunktiv II. Well, if I would have done this, I could have, I should have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and if I would not have disconnected him, he could have, done this, and so it was a good exercise for the guys in Konjunktiv II, apart
Mm.
from
Hmm.
everything else we talked about.
The actual story. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So,
Mm.
Wow.
yep, yeah, you little bacterias, they kill you. All right, so now we have another Konjunktiv II. So this is right here. It talks about what the reality is, and then in
Oh.
Konjunktiv II, what you're speculating on.
Mm.
Okay. And then you got the exercise. So what I did for you guys when I put this on the sheet, we have an Hauptsatz, and it is written in a positive way. So, ich
Mm.
habe Zeit. And then, ich gehe ins Kino is also in the positive. This is something that I do. So, when I
Mm.
go from Realität to Spekulation and the Konjunktiv, then all of a sudden, the Ich habe Zeit turns
Mm.
into keine Zeit. And so your keine now becomes a negative.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is important to understand when we talk about Konjunktiv II and speculation. Your positives turn into negatives. So I have time, I go to the movies. Now the Spekulation, so the Konjunktiv II is your hätte, so your haben changes to hätte, and your positive Zeit turns into keine Zeit. So wenn ich keine Zeit hätte, so if I would not have time, well, then obviously I would not go to the movies. So your both positives turn into negatives. And your haben turns into hätte. And together with hätte, we need the würde. So two verbs back to back. If I didn't have time, or if I wouldn't have time, I would not go. So this würde is a
Mm.
necessity in your Spekulation. Now, inversely, of course, ich habe keine Zeit. Ich gehe nicht ins Kino. So you got two statements written in the negative, things they're not going to do. And in your Spekulation, well, obviously now you turn your negatives into positives. So, wenn ich Zeit hätte, so if I would have time, well, then obviously I would go to the movies. So you got your hätte and your würde, and your negatives turn into positives. All right, so now what happens if one is positive and the other negative? So, es ist warm and therefore ich trage keine Jacke. So you got the positive, it is warm, and you got your negative here with your keine. Ich trage keine Jacke, so your plus minus is not going to turn into a minus plus. Meaning, wenn es nicht warm or kalt, either one, wäre, well, then of course, I would carry a jacket. So it's warm, therefore I don't carry one, but if it wouldn't be cold, well, then obviously I would carry one. So this is what you have to understand about your Konjunktiv as we go into Spekulation. And your combination, your beautiful wäre, würde, two verbs separated by a comma. So the next one is, ich bin satt. Ich esse nichts. Okay, so you're satiated. In other words, you're full. You don't want any more food. Ich bin satt. Well, what's the consequence? I eat nothing. So the first is a positive, the second is a negative. So what does it say? Wenn ich nicht satt wäre. Or the opposite, wenn ich nicht hungrig wäre. Well, then I would eat something. Okay. And here, ich bin durstig. So now I'm thirsty all of a sudden. Well, what do? Ich trinke etwas. So you got the positive, and you got the positive. Well, now, obviously, wenn ich nicht durstig wäre, würde ich nichts trinken. So if I wouldn't be thirsty, I wouldn't drink anything. Okay, so this is the principle behind your Spekulation, the wäre and würde combination, or hätte and würde. So the first ones are all haben. Okay, so haben turns into hätte, and the ist, which is now your different verb, goes with your wäre. So that's something you gotta be aware of. So here, ich bin satt, which is the same verb to be as es ist warm, and therefore you have your wäre statt your hätte. And the verb, as always, goes in the back in the infinitive. Okay, so far so good?
Mhm.
All right. So we go to the example. Well, what's the reality? Carla ist sehr erkältet. Okay, so poor guy. And what does she do? Deshalb trinkt sie Kräutertee. So I'm drinking tea, and I saw that Michael is drinking tea also.
Mhm.
So they're both positives. Therefore, the exercise demands, wenn Carla nicht so erkältet wäre. Okay, so here we got the verb ist. And we said the ist turns to wäre. Then we have the würde sie keinen Kräutertee. And in the back, your beautiful verb, trinken. Okay, now we have our dear friend Max.
Mhm. That's- All right, so this becomes
Am I
yeah.
recording?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were.
Okay, so now what happens to Max?
So then we start with then, right?
Yep.
Okay. Got one word. Max nicht vorsichtig wäre.
I gotta change that.
Let's see here. Würde er nicht sehr langsam fahren, right? It's the infinitive.
So up here we got ser,
Okay.
and apparently they changed the ser to so.
Oh. So sehr. Oh, I see. Okay. So vorsichtig is careful. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. If Max, so the first one is that Max is careful, therefore he drives slowly, very slowly.
Very slowly, yeah.
If Max was, should it be was? We say
Weren't.
was here, was not, weren't?
Weren't.
Okay. Okay. Max weren't so careful, he would not drive so slowly.
Yes.
Okay. Boy, these are. Good luck.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
The first word's easy.
yeah, exactly.
The first and the second.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, so then Tanya nicht schlaft, sehr schlaft,
Okay, we said the ser changes to
so, right?
so. Okay, wenn Tanja nicht so.
So, wenig schlaft wäre.
Okay, wenig
Oh, schlafen
schlafen
wäre.
würde,
Why is it werde there?
because she wouldn't sleep so little.
Oh, okay. So then what does that change to if you have
Okay, so you said
würde
wäre,
there?
you said wäre and würde.
Mm-hmm.
So now you just interchange them.
Change those around. Okay, so wäre sie ist.
You got the wäre, which substitutes your ist.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, wäre ist. So it would still be müde, right? She's tired.
Okay, so let's take a look. So the first one, is there a negative in there?
She sleeps little, very little.
Okay, but so you put the negative.
Nicht, right? You
So
put the
you put the negative in here, okay?
right.
So now in the second one, is there a negative?
Therefore, she is tired. No,
No, okay. So now what do we need? Since there's no
a
negative,
negative,
a negative.
right? Nicht müde. Wäre nicht müde. Phew. Oh my gosh. Just when you think you understand a little
Hey,
bit. Okay.
you're saying Vera
Am I?
versus Vada.
Okay.
You are versus Vada. That's great.
Wäre and
Yay, I learned
würde.
something. Würde?
So
Uh,
so last week we brought the clothes that we were going to test drive for Germany to New Jersey, and we were frozen, so we ordered more clothes on Saturday.
yeah, I could not believe how cold I was. Oh,
Anyway,
I was like, it's gonna be miserable next week.
And
we were just
and I
walking.
I just keep on thinking about you guys sitting on that bench,
Oh, yes.
I know,
just
right?
turning
We would
into
have,
icicles, you know.
We
yes,
were we just had to
been
walk three
snowmen.
blocks last week to go to dinner, and we were frozen. And I'm
Oh,
like, this is
it
yeah.
was bad. It
We
was
got
bad.
heated jackets with the little batteries in them, and it
Oh,
just didn't
It didn't
oh,
work.
it
It
didn't
didn't
work.
work.
yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway,
And you don't use that. I mean, you really need, yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
somebody
so
told us
Ugh.
we would be frozen, and we don't remember who that was. So anyway.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
So
There's two positives there.
Jonas raucht sehr viel, deshalb hat Husten. All right, so wenn Jonas um, nicht so viel rauchen. All right, I didn't write down what Juanita said. Darn, that she had the answer.
Ah,
Würde? Yeah, oh, there it is. Okay. Um, wait a minute. So wäre, wäre er, no,
ooh.
hot. This is hot. So this has got to be
Oh my gosh.
hätte,
Ooh.
hätte,
Hitta.
hätte er. So Houston is a noun here. So would this be kinda? Oh, you did it. Okay.
He does it
All
when you're
right.
not looking.
I see. Well, I was on the right track.
You
Okay.
were. You were.
Okay. Hätte er keinen Husten. So if the first one is Jonas smokes too much, therefore
Not
he,
too much,
oh, so much? No, very much.
very much.
Okay. Therefore, he has a cough or he coughs.
He has a cough. It's a noun. Yeah.
Okay. If Jonas wouldn't smoke
Much.
so very much,
Yeah.
he would not have a cough.
Right.
Okay. Hmm. Okay.
Hmm. Oh wow. Okay, so wenn Eva nicht ähm, seid Seiten, sehen würde. um, okay, so what trägt sie eine Brille? Um,
Oh, they're
wäre
mean. They're mean.
trägt sie, I
See,
don't know what goes there.
yeah, there's no ist right here, so it
Right.
wouldn't be wäre. There's no hat there,
There's no hat.
so it's no
Yeah.
hätte. So
So
there's
what
only
goes
one.
there?
So there's only one more that's possible because we got three different ones:
Hmm.
hätte, wäre, and
Oh, another Verda? Huh. Wow. Würde sie eine Brille, keine ein Brille tragen? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So Ava sees bad or horrible. No, bad. Therefore, she wears glasses.
okay. So in English, you would translate Eva has bad eyesight.
Yes. Right. So if Ava would not see badly, she would not wear glasses.
Right.
Oh man.
Wenn
Mm.
Jana nicht frustriert wäre, she would not eat so much chocolate.
So would that be
I guess würde, no, wäre, würde.
There's no ist in there.
Would.
There's no
would.
ist,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Would. All right. Würde sie nicht so viel Schokolade essen. So if the first one is Jana is frustrated. I guess that's what frustriert means. Therefore, she eats a lot of chocolate.
A lot of chocolate.
If Jana was not so frustrated, she would not eat so much chocolate.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I have to say that even though this, I could, at least the sentence actually, the structure actually makes sense, even though I don't know if that makes any sense, but I mean, I can see it's difficult to figure out which verb to use and things, but I'm like, well, at least the sentence makes sense. I mean, I understand the structure, I guess that's what I'm saying.
And
Which
that's
is,
where
I
it all
guess,
begins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So if we have a verb in there that is hat, we use hätte. If there is a ist verb or to be, we use wäre. And if there's none, we use würde.
Right. But even seeing the verb in the beginning and the end, I'm like, okay, that's German. I'm not like
Yeah.
a year ago, what the heck are they doing?
Yeah.
Right, Juanita?
Yeah, right. All right. So this one, there's no ist or there's no hatte. So Powell, when Powell, so does this have to be reflexive too?
Of
Seek?
course.
Oh my God. Seek, nicht unwollen werde?
Unwohl,
Unwohl.
another verb.
So I'm thinking this is Wörter. Wörter?
First I
No?
need the verb before I need the würde.
Oh, unwohl, fühlen? Wörter. And then this would be, he would not werde zum Arzt gehen. Nicht zu Arzt gehen. Nicht zum Arzt gehen. So Paul feels unwell, therefore he goes to the doctor. When Paul
If Paul
would, if Paul would not feel unwell, he would not go to the doctor.
Right.
So is besser nicht unwohl? We do besser, or what would you put there? Gut? Gute?
Well, see, here we come to the question, what is it that you're saying? So he's feeling unwell. Well, now he's not feeling unwell. It does mean he's feeling better. It just means he's not feeling unwell, therefore he doesn't go to the doctor. Because I could still go to the doctor when I feel better.
True.
Yeah. Okay. So now we come to our next beautiful topic. Now we got Konjunktiv II, Vergangenheit, which means now I'm using it to talk about the past tense. So in the present, we have, wenn ich jetzt weniger Stress hätte, wäre ich glücklicher. Okay, so two sentences, both in the present. If I now would have less stress, I would be happier. So in the Vergangenheit, using that same sentence, we say, wenn ich früher, okay, weniger Stress gehabt hätte. So if I earlier, sometime in the past, would have had less stress. So you're doing the same thing in English. Okay, so you got your hätte and you got your hätte. Everything else, let's change color. Okay, so wenn ich jetzt weniger Stress changes into wenn ich früher weniger Stress. So now, since you're talking about the past, you gotta stick in there another verb, which in English is your had. So in German, gehabt, which is your past participle, and in English, it's had. So when I, in the past, less stress, would have had, then what would be the consequence? Okay, I got here, wäre ich glücklicher, which is right here, wäre ich glücklicher. And then your would have been, which gets tagged on right here. So this is a tag on, and this is a tag on. And this hätte, okay, is part of your verb. And your second example, wenn ich jetzt mehr Geld verdienen würde, würde ich dieses Jahr nach Kuba fliegen. So if I would earn more money now, well, then I would this year fly to Cuba. Putting it into the past, wenn ich früher mehr Geld verdient hätte. Okay, so in the past, wenn ich früher mehr Geld verdient, so the verdienen goes into your past participle, and then your würde leaves and you use hätte because it's haben, then what? I would have already a long time ago to Cuba have flown. So I would have flown to Cuba.
Wow.
Which means in the Konjunktiv II, for the past. What do? I use your hätte or your wäre, depending on the verb that you're using, and you tag onto that your Partizip 2. So on the top is gewesen, from to be, and gehabt, from to have. And here, verdient is your past participle, and geflogen is your past participle. So your haben goes to hätte, and your hätte goes to hätte gehabt, to would have had. And your verdienen goes to würde verdienen, and your past participle hätte verdient. Okay. Wow, isn't that just beautiful?
Yeah, wow. I take back what I said, that I understood the structure now.
Now this about the Vergangenheit, it's a difficult structure. That's why we're
Yeah.
in B1. We're not in A1
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's a thought or expression I know one has to be able to express. I mean,
Yes.
it's yeah.
And you got it in the same way in English. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
So your sign goes to wäre. And then in your past participle, wäre gewesen. I would have been. So just like in English. So instead of been, it's gewesen. And then fliegen würde goes to fliegen wäre. Your fliegen goes to würde fliegen. And your past participle goes to wäre geflogen. Okay, so Lisa hatte keine Zeit. Deshalb konnte sie vieles nicht machen. So now she couldn't do a lot of things, which means it's everything's in the past. What couldn't she do? So what is Lisa talking about? So the example is, well, she didn't, because she didn't have time, she didn't travel to Rome. And what is she saying? I would have, so the verb is to be, I would have so dearly have traveled to Rome.
I think mein Papa muss mehr Geld mir geben.
Yeah, that's what my lovely Nicole says. Yep.
Tell her, when you have 3 jobs, I'll start feeling a little bit more sympathy, right? Like you do. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, we're deciding, we usually get together once a year for the last few years with the whole family. And Juanita said this year we're paying for the house in Mexico, but we're not paying for any plane tickets this year. Our kids are 30 years or older. Our oldest is 40, and they can at
Well,
least
we haven't bought plane tickets in a while
For them.
Okay, I think
for
we
them.
did. I thought we did. Maybe not, but
I'm the one who sends money and
oh, that's true. Okay, that's true.
if they're not nice to mama, they don't get it. So
But this is the first time the oldest is going to have to travel. Usually we do this up in the Northeast, and so now
right.
we'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
We feel your pain.
Yeah.
So your Jersey guy now has to travel. The difficult one.
Yes.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll see.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Mm.
Okay.
All right. So what do they want us to do here? They want us to
So Lisa is telling a story. And
Right.
what is
Oh, okay.
she talking about?
Okay.
She's talking
Okay.
about things she would have done or would have
Oh,
wanted to
Okay.
do.
I
Okay.
see.
So in
Okay.
the first one, she would have, or she says,
Okay.
I, yeah, would have traveled to Rome
To Rome. Okay.
so gerne. So I really would have loved to have traveled to Rome.
Okay.
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 So
And it's Vera because it's gereist
Wäre.
is reisen, right?
is a movement.
Yes.
Okay.
So, oops. I would have loved to travel to Rome.
Okay.
So, yo wäre gereist is would,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have your verb in your infinitive in English.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And loved is your so gerne.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now what does she want to do? She wants to help her friends.
Your friends.
Okay.
Ich,
Which
okay,
is
I'll try.
not a
Ich,
which is now not a verb of movement.
right. Ich hätte
So it's ich hätte
Okay.
so gerne
so gerne
meinen
meinen
Freunden
Freunden
gehilft. Oh, did I get it? Geholfen.
Geholen.
Geholfen.
geholfen.
Oh my
Geholfen.
gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Still working on the
Geholfen.
irregulars. Okay.
So
Go with
I
it.
would
Would
have loved to have helped
to have helped
my
my friends.
friends.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So the next one, she's already in Köln. She wants to stay longer in Köln. So this
Okay,
would
but
be
this is past, which
a
means she traveled to Köln and she came back.
oh, okay.
Okay. So basically she's saying I would have loved to have
She stayed longer
stayed longer in
in Köln.
Cologne.
Okay. So this would be another ich hätte.
Okay,
Ich
bleiben.
hätte.
The
Bleiben
tricky one.
I know. That's why
is
it's
is
to
nicht,
stay.
yeah,
Okay.
which is movement when you're staying somewhere.
Okay. That's why I was like,
Yep.
okay, yeah. Ich wäre so gerne länger in Köln gebleiben or gebliebt, gebleiben,
Geblieben.
geblieben.
Geblieben. Yeah.
Whew. Okay. Geblieben.
So my
It
favorite
says
daughter just cursed.
Oh,
Did you break
Jennifer.
something? I guess she's got her headphones on so she can't hear me. Okay, so
Mm,
I would have loved to have read a
red.
oh,
book.
okay.
Mm,
So uh, ich hätte so gerne ein Buch gelesen.
okay.
Well, I think you're getting the hang of it.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, didn't you hear how your
fliegen,
husband, boom, 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 just
fliegen is
Well, it's the two sentences together that's the word. Yeah.
yeah, I would have loved to have flown to Berlin. So this is, see, this is where I get confused on if it's ik wäre, so, or if it's ik hatte. So it's,
Since flying is a verb of movement,
I know, but it's have flown. It's to me, it's past tense already. So
well, see,
I would
yeah,
have loved to have flown to Berlin. And then have is what gets
Yeah.
your
me
your have flown is
mixed
your
up.
past participle,
Have flown.
and this
Okay,
would
so
is this wäre.
wäre. Okay, ik wäre sehr gerne nach Berlin geflogen. Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So I don't think this is movement. I think this is ich hätte so gerne meine Tante besucht.
Okay. I don't think that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so what's the deal with the cuisine?
Ich hatte so gerne mit meiner Cousine telefoniert.
Wow.
If I think about it for a second, okay.
Ich hätte so gerne mein Zimmer, and this is one of my work. Gestrichen.
Gestrichen.
I should have just said it. That's what I thought it was. I should have just said gestrichen. Okay.
And we had that
What does that
topic
mean?
before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Painted.
Painted.
Intuitively,
Yeah.
by now, you guys, yeah, know a lot more than you want to take credit for.
Okay, so ich hätte so gerne mein Fahrrad repariert. Okay. So you're gonna repair your bicycle.
All right. Ich,
Okay.
ich wäre so gerne in Urlaub. This is gefahren. It's a word. It's a word we use all the time, and that's one I always have. I overthink it. Yeah. Anyway,
So gefahren.
gefahren. Yeah.
Gefahren.
Okay, so this is ich wäre so gerne mit Jana ins Kino. See, now I don't know where it get.
This is a hard one.
Is it a? Uh, I don't know what the past is. Gegangen?
Oops.
Gegangen.
Okay. Ich hätte so gerne den Keller aufgeräumt. geräumen. All right. I would have loved to have straightened up the cellar.
Okay, basement, cellar.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, so if you're participating in a seminar, so ik hatte so gerne am Seminar teilgenommen. Teilgenommen.
You guys are
Okay.
just whizzing through those.
Ich hätte mich mit Maria unterhalten.
Halten.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, we forgot so
Oh,
gerne.
so gerne.
Yeah. Mit Maria unterhalten.
Oh, we're not done.
There's two more.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so ich hatte so gerne mir ich hätte mir so gerne diesen Film angeseit what? Angeseit? Phew, that's a word? Angesehen. Angesehen.
Okay, you got ansehen, which is trennbares verb, right?
Right.
So what you do is you just stick your GE in the
Angesehen.
middle.
Okay.
Ich hätte meine Kollegen, I guess we could do both, Kolleginnen eingeladen.
So gerne
So gerne.
eingeladen.
I would have loved to have invited my colleagues.
So when they read it, they're saying, ich hätte meine KollegInnen so gerne eingeladen.
Oh, KollegInnen.
KollegInnen. But lots of people want to get rid of this woke thing.
Yep.
But gender equality, at some point you ask yourself, how important is it really?
Yep.
But apparently to some it is. All right. So now we got double negatives. Max hatte keine Lust. Deshalb ist er nicht ins Kino gegangen. So again, we have here our beautiful hatte, which goes into hätte. We have our ist, which goes into wäre. And both negatives change into your both positives.
Oh.
Oh man.
Okay. And here we have hat, and here we have hat. Okay, so now you gotta go through each line and look, where is my ist, where is my hat? And if there isn't, then we use würde. Okay.
Okay. So wenn Christa Sieg gehabt, Sieg, Oh, vorbereitet. Vorbereitet. Hatte.
Hätte.
Hätte. Wäre.
Nope. I marked it in
Oh,
purple.
hätte. Sorry.
Hätte.
Hätte sie den Test bestanden. Bestanden. Okay, so let me think about this. When Krista is not careful,
No, 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 no,
Krista
no, no,
is
no, no,
not
no,
careful.
no, 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 no. Okay. So
No,
the first sentence.
yeah, that's
Christa
what,
hat sich nicht vorbereitet. What does that mean?
right? Krista is not careful. Was not
No,
careful?
no.
Hat
Vorsichtig is careful.
vorsichtigt?
Vorsichtig is careful. This is
Oh,
vorbereitet. Bereit means to be ready. Vor,
okay.
to get ready beforehand. Or before means free,
Oh, so
to be
Krista
ready, hair.
was not ready.
So
Therefore,
Krista has not prepared.
prepared.
Therefore, she has
She
not
did not pass the test.
passed the test. Right. So if Krista
Had prepared.
would have prepared,
Okay, would have prepared. She would have passed the
she would
test.
have passed the test.
Okay. Ugh.
Okay, so here we only have the habe. There's nothing up front. They're both negatives.
Okay. So then
Then Laura,
Laura, nicht deutlich.
Mm-mm.
No. Oh.
Unique.
Oh, I'm sorry. Deutlich. Um, hmm. Do we have to do the past?
Sprachen? Is it sprachen or is it
Oh,
sprechen?
just sprechen.
oder in this case, like you said, the past participle.
Gesprochen. Würde.
Okay, so now it's past tense.
Oh, hätte. Oh, okay. All right. Hätte ich sie bestand.
Okay, and the other one, when Laura deutlich sprechen würde, but this is presence. Okay,
Okay, right.
so then you can't use a present with the past, so you have to do the other in the past. So this is why. Okay. So this is why we did the past tense, gesprochen hätte.
Mhm.
Then I would have understood her.
Okay. Laura would speak. So the second one, if Laura would speak I forgot what deutlich means. I was thinking slowly, but that's not right.
No. Deuten means if I point at something. So she speaks in a pointed way so that it is clear. I understand it clearly. So deutlich would be clearly.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
So so the second one is if Laura had spoken clearly, I would
No,
have understood.
would speak, because it's not the past tense.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, that's
Okay,
yeah.
so this is why we changed the top one to
okay.
gesprochen
Right.
hätte to make it the
Right.
past participle,
Right. Right.
because the second one is also past participle.
Right. Okay.
And if I would have used the würde, like you said, and used the verb in the infinitive, wenn Laura deutlich sprechen würde,
Would
then
speak.
it's the present. And then I can
Okay.
tag on the past. So this is why this has to
Um,
be transformed into gesprochen hätte.
Okay. But if I wanted to say if Laura would speak clearly,
Then this
how would I
is
say
then this is then this is that one.
right? Then what would the second part be?
then I would
Done?
understand. Done.
Then or
Then.
um would oh then I would understand her. Okay.
Yeah.
Would. Okay, the
Because
key
now
is
we are
would.
then now we're back in the presence.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the hätte makes it past. Würde is present. Present.
Hmm.
Should we break here and continue tomorrow?
Oh my gosh. Whew.
So we do tomorrow, and then we do Friday, and then I see you guys.
So do you have to work on the 23rd or not?
23rd?
Did they?
I have not received feedback,
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
but the other guys, and since we're together with the other guys already said we have vacation. Okay, we're
Mm,
not gonna we're not gonna be available for feedback. So with all
Ah.
probability, all I need to know is when you guys are gonna arrive,
Okay.
so that I can be at the airport. And I already got my travel voucher. And all I have to do is once yeah, I know the trains, then change it into a ticket.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that'll be great if you could do that. We'd
Yeah.
appreciate it. So
And
at
then I
least we
can,
get to Berlin and get lost there instead of in Frankfurt.
well, I'll accompany you to wherever you guys are going, yeah,
Okay.
and then show you around to the closest supermarket so you guys can.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah. Wow. This is
You
first-rate
guys,
service.
you guys invested so much time and effort, and of course finances. Okay, let's not forget that, into this adventure. That since I get a free ticket, why not take the time and
Oh,
do full service.
well, we appreciate that. At least we
Yes.
won't be like our kids and make you pay anything to go along. We need you to come so you'll pay for this stuff. So anyway, that'll be a good day.
And with my Deutsche Bahn ID, I even get discounts for buying the food on the train.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
gosh.
Well, that's very nice of you. Very gracious. So
Yes.
The only
Wow.
disadvantage is that if all the train is full and there are no seats available, I have to get up.
oh wow.
No.
So should we buy
Hmm.
tickets in advance or does it matter? Or can you?
You can, yes, but
Okay.
again, depends on what kind of ticket you buy. Make sure it's a flex ticket and not a
Oh,
Sparpreis, because if it's Sparpreis and something happens on the plane and you guys come in later than
gotcha.
expected,
Okay.
if the train's gone, you lose the ticket. If it's flex price, you just go to the next train.
Okay. Well, we'll get it when we get there. So I think that's
Okay.
hopefully it'll all work out. So the
Yeah.
23rd is Sunday. So you would think it would be
No, the
well
23rd is
could
Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Monday,
Now I'm
yeah,
totally
Monday.
well. Hopefully everybody is staying home and has the day off, and
Hmm.
or so maybe fewer
the exact
trains.
or the exact
Yeah.
opposite
Yeah, that's true.
because it's
Yes,
Christmas.
everybody's traveling,
Everybody's
right?
traveling. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Right.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Thanks,
Peter.
Peter.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.